I can remember going to work. It was a Wednesday, and we have our staff meetings at 10 o'clock. I took the call, and he said, "So have you seen about the shooting?" And I said, "Yes." The next question is, how soon can you get there?
I had one last view of the room, and I saw all these people just lying on the floor that weren't moving. There were 17 people in that room that day, and I'm one of 7 people who are still alive.
Neighbors said that he stood over my mom while she was on her knees, that he looked at her, she begged for her life, and he let her walk 10 feet before he shot and killed her.
Police believe the weapon of choice here, an AK-47.
The paramedics are trying to resuscitate her. She's fighting for her life. And the last person that she looks at is not her mother. I'm not there to hold her hand, to tell her I love her one last time. She has to be traumatized and leave this planet looking into strangers' eyes.
He was shot and killed by Colin Ferguson on December 7th, 1993.
In that second, my life changed. I screamed for about 2 or 3 minutes as it got me to the hospital. And that was the beginning of a very, very long journey. I decided I needed to find out how. Why? Why did it happen to us?
Right now in America, there are about 33 states where you can buy a gun without a background check.
We're talking about 40% of all firearms transactions in the United States go through this loophole into the hands of people with no records and with no background checks.
We're about preventing gun violence by stopping the illegal movement of guns from gun shops to street.
It's an issue that we never thought would touch us, because we live in the safest city in America, but you know what? It happened.
We need to have a conversation. How do we do it?
How in the world did these kids get these guns?
Well, where did they get the gun? Well, why did they have the gun? Not one person questioned that.
We're arming the very people we're trying to protect ourselves from.
So you're robbing a whole generation the opportunity just to simply be children.
When America sets its mind to doing something, it can accomplish great things.
It shouldn't be political, it shouldn't be racial, it shouldn't be Republican, it shouldn't be Democrat. It should be, we need to address an issue that's out of hand.
There's actually a lot of consensus among people who own guns and people who don't own guns on what we ought to do here.
And it can't be just the loudest voices.
As long as I have breath in my lungs, wherever I'm needed to be, to speak, to advocate, to try to make anybody listen and save innocent lives, then that is what I will do.
We can do things if we set our minds to it.